Rami here from Solar Juice. As everyone saw last week during Juice News, we've come to an end with season 1, and now we'd like to introduce a new show which we're running in the interim called Juicy Update. In this update, we'll be covering what's happening in stock, what's happening with STCs, and what's happening with lead generation. What's happening with stock at Solar Juice. Right now, we're well stocked almost across all brands and all products. We're still having ongoing shortages with Fronius 8s, 10s and 15s. In terms of panels, we're running short for the next 2 weeks on Longi 370s. What's happening in terms of promotions for Solar Juice? Right behind me you can see a Sungrow inverter. We're actually running a special promotion on the Sungrow Gen 2 5 kilowatt inverter, coupled and bundled with Hyundai panels, REC, JA, Astronergy options, and also you can choose which mounting structure you would like to be coupled with that, such as Schledder and MyBet. What's happening with upstream materials? As you guys have heard previously, there's been issues with polysilicon supply. There's been shortages, which has caused some price hikes. And just the last week, we've seen the pricing stabilize. However, due to the price increase across the whole value chain, we're expecting to pass on some costs in our next month's price list in October. So take advantage of these Sungrow bundle specials, which will be running throughout September. That's all from me. I'll pass it over to my colleagues.
The industry created 933,000 STCs last week. That's another surplus week. The industry produced 228,000 STCs above the STP run rate, so a big week. Based on current projections, we should reach the target by the 29th of October. The price is held steady at $38.25. That's 5 cents higher than last week. Guys, you may have noticed an enforceable undertaking that was issued by the Clean Energy Regulator last week. That was in relation to the improper creation of STCs based on 379 installs or STC applications that were submitted through an agent into the REC registry. It was found that the CEC installer didn't sign off on the STC application, that someone else did, obviously, and therefore the agent has to make good on all 379 job sites, that is to have them re-inspected and signed off again, or they have to surrender back the STCs. So guys, it's very important that the CEC installer is the only person that signs off on the STC form. I know everyone gets it, but there are still elements in the industry that feel they can sign off on behalf of the installer. Who knows why, but it's effectively fraud against the Commonwealth. So yeah, so anyway, thank you very much, and until next week.
Hi guys, Doug here from 3 Quotes. Lead volumes have been stable for the past week, with the exception of southeast Queensland, where leads remain scarce. The big issue in the market at the moment is pricing, and as many of you would know from your Google and your Facebook accounts, prices have been steadily creeping up. Hopefully this won't continue into the pre-summer boom period. At 3 Quotes, we try and balance our pricing across Australia to level out those peaks and troughs. And for the last couple of months, we've been supporting installers in Victoria with substantial discounts during the lockdown period. One thing I have noticed is an increase in customers purchasing our old leads, which are offered at substantial discounts. And the great thing is, we're seeing some really good results from this clever remarketing activity. That's all from me. Have a great week.